John looks like. And then it's Brennan and Tyler from the Chow Brothers. I don't know if you ever ran into them when you came into the stores on Tuesdays.
Yeah, a couple times. They're cool. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
But
cool. We're live now.
Just me.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So we're good?
Looks like we are.
Yeah, I got a notification.
I think I did too.
Cool beans.
You should follow along and see what some of the comments are.
I don't think I can see that.
All right, let me not be.
It's like you're a person that's watching. So anytime anybody comments, it'll comment. It'll pop up on the thing.
All right, we're live. Woo woo! Noise. That was a really fun little movie we just watched. I love that.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, you guys can feel free to lead this while I'm
simple.
the guy behind the keyboard for a while.
I like simple, fun movies.
Yeah, she does.
But it was simple, but it had some really like high end shit. Like I said, just the television shifting channels, like the Ed's plan coming into fruition. I don't know, just the subtlety is the key here, but it's done on a whole nother level. It's almost like you had to really,
Now the Winchester is just on the other side of this. I'm gonna go check to see if it's clear. Because of the thing. You can tell because his hands are dangling, and you can tell because he clenches his hands, and he's just like, and he comes back down, and they're like, "Is it clear? No. How many? Lots." Then they have to pretend. Do it. No, man, I do it on the night. This is the night. Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
when she goes to the mom. Perfect. That's perfect. Oh, I'm sorry. I spaced out for a second. Oh man, it's funny.
See, this was the first movie in what I think they called the Cornetto trilogy. Because Hot Fuzz is the second one, and then Paul is the third one. Because there's like little things in each of them that they do the same, like him jumping.
It's the ice cream.
It's the ice cream cones. They're called Cornettos. It's they eat them in all of Nick Frost's character eats them in every single movie, so they call the Cornetto trilogy. And yeah, and this was the first. The other thing too that they do is the jumping over fences. Simon Pegg's thing is he always is. So in this one, he tries to jump over the fence, like falls over on it. But in Hot Fuzz, he does like the jump, and then the jump, and then just like this flip over the third one. Yeah. So it gets like
that was good. And when he jumps and he's like when he's trampolining over the fences. I thought that was in this one, but it wasn't. It was a Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Or the tether ball. Like the little, no, this is rubbish. Like,
And no, for your information, not everybody's okay. What's wrong, honey? It's Dad. It's Philip. It's Dad. He's dead. No, he's not.
That's right.
Oh,
too good.
It is good.
Love that movie. No bad parts.
What are we doing tonight, guys? We're gonna try to figure out what movie we're watching live on air. Right? I'm not sure what got planned for that, but that'll be cool to get everyone's input off the YouTubes and maybe get a fan choice this week.
Well, what do you guys remember some of the ones that were being suggested last time?
There was quite a bit.
Yeah, there was a list. I wrote a couple down. Let's see if I can find the note. Ooh.
Oh, that was smart.
We got Tremors on there.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get the wheel.
All right.
That's my favorite movie of all time.
Really?
So it's not
I don't know why.
It can be argued that movie is like just slightly off of perfect.
Right.
There's like
All right. What else you got, Lego?
There's one scene that's like no good, and everything else is great.
I've never watched Tremors.
Oh!
No, shut up. Are you serious?
Here's to hoping when you spin the wheel, it comes up Tremors. If not, I'm not giving you a choice the next time we pick our movies.
Got around to
Nate,
I know the premise. I just never watched it.
they better
The
all
first one
be
is-
Tremors. When that wheel spins, I want it to just say Tremors.
It's all Tremors except for like one.
And
We
land
can
on that.
respin. Oh man.
What's the other
Dude.
one, Isaac?
The other one that I remember somebody saying was Grease 2.
Ew, no.
That surprisingly didn't get written down on my notes.
Yeah, it's on here, man. If they said it. If we watched Xanadu, we'd have to watch Grease 2 also. That was one of the choices when we chose Xanadu.
All right. From going from very lighthearted and
coffee.
trashy, let's go to something hardcore. You dudes ever watch Blood In, Blood Out?
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
sangre por sangre?
No,
Never heard of it.
You never see? Okay. Hey,
I've
write
heard
that
of it.
down.
I haven't seen it.
That's the hardcore one right there. That's the Latino Titanic.
It really wasn't it?
Oh,
And wasn't
man.
it written by Oliver Stone?
What?
That
Didn't
sounds right.
Oliver Stone write it?
Oh,
That is
And
the
Rock
Mexican
Josh.
Titanic.
oh man,
Oh my goodness.
it's beautiful.
Everybody in the Latin community has to watch that by the time they're 5.
Yeah.
Blood in and blood out.
Blood In, Blood Out.
Yep.
It's a great freaking movie. Like when you really look past all the violence and the prison gangs and the it's gnarly, but it's really good.
Did they make a movie or a show? I mean,
No. And it's got one of the like best ending like the shots in my opinion, where he zooms out and then it just goes directly into showing you us like the all of Los Angeles from like a helicopter point of view. It's awesome.
nice.
It's like required Latino viewing. That and Stand and Deliver. American Me.
We just got American Me
And
I
Die Hard.
movie.
All right, give me a second. I spilled coffee, so I gotta make sure this stuff doesn't catch on fire before I start riding on the wheel again.
Oh,
You writing
American
those down,
Me is
Lego?
another one.
What's that?
Somebody writing those down? Oh, I got them on the screen.
Somebody put Die Hard down.
Somebody
Die
else
Hard's
recommended
great.
the Hobbit movies.
That's an
but
awesome Christmas
these are too
movie.
recent.
Hey, there's some food for thought. Die Hard, Christmas movie, yay or nay?
Yay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. It's like Lethal Weapon.
And Shazam.
What about Kazam? Let's watch Kazam.
No.
That
I
would
think
be a
we
good
should call
stinker.
this the Wheel of Misfortune and put on all of like the is it really a 10? We'll make it the is it really a 10 wheel.
Damn. Steel. What
Steel.
Ooh.
Space Jam.
Space Jam's cool.
Hey, Space Jam's good, man.
I like this. I like Space Jam.
When's the last time you watched Space Jam to just watch?
I have it on DVD
Jordan was
and
still
I watched
playing.
it with Itzel and Isaiah.
No,
I
you
only watched it when it was playing at the store.
You want me to go get the DVD right now?
I do. Go get it.
Prove it. Oh shoot! I forgot to bring my Pogs, Isaac, to prove to you that I have them.
Got all my pogs right here. Next, late to the party is gonna be a pog night, and we're gonna battle each other. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to
I'll
win
bring
those.
my Spogs. They weren't called Pogs. They were called Spogs. I have my Spogs and my Star Trek: The Next Generation ones. Data's gonna take you down, son.
Hey, remember, if you guys are commenting on here for what movies we got to watch, you guys got to watch the show with us and comment on there how many buckets you think it should have and what your favorite scene was. So if we're playing with you, you got to play with us too.
Right. Seems really
Xena,
fair.
Girl of the 21st Century.
I don't even know what that is.
Somebody said
Weird Science.
the Hobbit movies because of how bad they are.
Yeah, but they're too new.
That's true.
Are they?
They're not more than 10 years old.
Yeah, they're not more than 10 years old.
Is
And,
Xenon, Girl of the
some of us
21st
might not
Century? What
think-
is that?
Some of us might not think that The Hobbit is all that bad.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? I'm
Me?
looking at you, Jose.
Oh,
He's not even there. How can you look at him?
Oh, he moved away. Oh well.
So like for movies like Jingle All the Way and Halloween, we're thinking more of like during those holidays is when we'd
Yeah.
want to watch
Yeah.
for sure.
I've never seen
Okay.
Jingle All. You know, a movie I saw for the very first time a couple weeks ago was Last Action Hero.
Oh, that
that's a
was
good one.
good.
That movie was really good.
Oh,
Everybody
Dude,
says
what about
it's a
Total
crappy
Recall? That
movie.
movie's great.
Everybody says that that's the worst, like shittiest this movie ever.
I almost walked out of the theater on that one. I was
And
so
I never,
upset.
because I never watched it because everybody said it was so crappy. And I was at my dad's house and we were flipping through the channels and it was on. And I was like, let's just watch that. And it was really good.
Bree suggested Jaws. If we're talking about epic films,
Oh,
doesn't
Jaws,
get more
that's a
epic
good
than
one.
that.
Jaws is on here.
Should we pick the movies that we decided they're the worst, like Apocalypse Now?
The
The animated Hobbit or Lord of the Rings movies with the rotoscoping. Those are gnarly.
there we go.
Is that how hard would that be to see?
I have no idea. You know,
We could
my policy,
find it.
F it, find it yourself.
That's right.
That wouldn't be that hard to find.
We Ando, nothing like Arnold Schwarzenegger rowing the boat in his Speedo.
Yes. There you go.
Carrying logs, man, that's a movie right there.
Is it the one with Alyssa Milano? Is his
No,
daughter?
that's the Ron Tommy daughter's in it, I believe. Ray Don,
Oh, Ray Dong Chung or what Dong
Yeah.
Chung, I forget.
she's in that one with him.
No, what's the one where wait, who is it that is his daughter when it's Alyssa Milano?
I don't know. I thought it was Commando.
Or maybe it is.
I have it right here. I'll look.
All right.
Oh.
You win this
Commando.
round,
I thought
Simpson.
it was her.
Where's that Space Jam, Jose?
It's in the garage, and I don't want to go get it.
Oh, that's why he disappeared. He went to go get Space Jam from the.
Don't
No,
have
but I found my other favorite movie.
Yeah.
My big fat Greek wedding.
That's right.
And this is
Oh.
my news.
I've never seen that movie either.
Radon Chong.
You gotta put a text on everything.
Blood in, blood out.
The Professional,
Professional.
that one's a good one.
I like that one.
Oh God, he's even got the blood in, blood out on deck. Told you, he's already had the kids watch it twice. That's scary. That's right. Oh, goes, Dad, blood in, blood in.
Yeah, that's why Isaiah was calling Josh Miklo.
I don't.
I'm sure that'll make sense to me when I see the movie.
We got Commando on there, Padilla. We only got 7 spots left. Any of the old ones you got, Lego?
People Under the Stairs.
Ooh.
Someone also said Borat.
Oh.
Down, Borat.
Yag so much.
Is that old enough?
Yes, my name is Borat.
I've never seen Borat.
Yeah,
Oh
that's super old. That's like a high school for me, I think. Probably like 2004, 2003, something like
Yeah,
that.
but you're what, like 22? So that doesn't.
I wish.
Oh, remember he was a 30-year-old married.
Children in the Attic. Was that Flowers in the Attic, Kitty K?
Flowers in the Attic. Ugh.
What about the Indian in the
cupboard?
cupboard?
That was tough.
in the cupboard.
Yeah, Indian in the cupboard. I like that.
Oh, what is it? Small Soldiers? You guys ever watch Small Soldiers?
Yeah, Small Soldiers was fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Kristen Dunst, Phil, last movie.
Kristen Dunst with those razor teeth like Jaws from Bond. Good grief.
Wow.
Good Lord.
Dude, when they cast her as Mary Jane Watson, I nearly had a fit, and I don't even like Spider-Man. It's an outrage.
Good Lord.
All right, looks like we still got 5. We can let this simmer for a little bit, and then we could talk about some other stuff. Caveman. Ooh, Interview with the Vampire. I like that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
We're on a Kirsten Dunst
Oh boy.
Yeah,
train.
Dunst rabbit hole. Let's do also Spider-Man.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Never watched it.
Oh, what? Disney and Warner Brothers coming together in an animated live action
An
movie?
unholy alliance.
Oh, we got Twilight.
We got
Twilight.
You guys all watch
Yes!
the Phantasm? No.
Twilight,
Yes!
Batman. Hell yeah.
Twilight of the Phantasm. All right,
Mask
we got
to
2
the
spots.
Phantasm.
Liar, liar.
Ooh.
Was that Jim Carrey again? That's a
Yeah.
Jose pick, huh?
Dang.
All right, we got one more.
What
Yeah,
about
it-
like
Tremors.
We got Tremors on here first.
Super Tremors.
Tombstone. Oh, snap.
There we go. Finally. One
Tombstone?
that's Josh
Yeah.
approved.
One
All
that
right, we're full.
Hold on.
We got
he also
got
wants to
Tremors.
get on, Bring It On.
Now we're
Oh,
already
God,
spin.
no.
You can erase Tremors for that one. No.
All right, if
We
we're
can-
going
we
there,
can
then we
pick
got to
some more
put
next
Stomp
time.
the Yard on there.
I'll go through these right now, and then we'll spin this when we're done. So that way, if people are watching and they want to find out, they're going to have to watch till the end.
All right.
We got Tremors,
Logging in hours.
Grease
Everybody
2,
just
American Me, Weird Science, Jaws, the animated Lord of the Rings, Commando, Blood In, Blood Out, The Professional, People Under the Stairs, Big Fat Greek Wedding, Interview with the Vampire, Roger Rabbit, Twilight, Liar Liar, and Tombstone.
Can we take Liar, Liar off and put Debbie Does Dallas? Somebody.
Who's gonna be the one that reads that? I thought, okay, I'm gonna give it to the count of 10 after Nate does this. If nobody says it, I'll be that girl that says it.
We can't do anything that's directly porn, people. Okay, we could do something like 8mm.
Ugh.
That's pretty close.
Or Boogie Nights.
There you go.
Yeah.
The ladies love the Dirk Diggler.
They do?
Yeah, they're Boogie Nights. Fastbend playing Dirk Diggler.
I didn't get a chance to swallow.
Neither did she.
And a crab.
All right.
Took a turn.
Let's get back on track, guys.
Was
Let's
there
get
a
those
trap?
minds out of the
This is what
gutter.
happens when you leave us in charge, Nate.
Yeah, I can't do everything. I can't be Oz and steer the boat. All right, we're gonna be having some people versus Larry Flint. That's good. RIP. We're gonna be having some merch coming up. We got our Vote for Jose shirt. If you guys are interested, all the shirts are $20. You guys can comment here and we'll get a hold of you.
What's great about these shirts is they're slightly worn, so they've been broken in.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give you
We
mine.
washed them. We washed
We'll
them.
make them new. So we got Vote for Jose. That's left over from our late to the party. We got Collection Connection, our classic Collection Connection shirt. And we got this new one. I think it's really dope. Comic Cave, super shiny. Designed by Lego himself.
New logo.
So we'll probably have a commercial for that. We'll shoot it tomorrow. I should be able to cruise by. I'm like 90%. And then we got some of these hats coming too. If you guys are interested, let us know below. You guys can get in on the ground floor. New Kitty K wants a Liz Warren shirt.
Elizabeth, you got it.
Those are 30.
That's right.
All right, Isaac. News this week. Tell us about pick of the week. I know it's right there behind you.
All right. So this week's pick of the week was Department of Truth number 6. Me and the Cave Boys are really loving this story, and this is the start of a new arc. And I'll let Jose talk about it.
Yeah, it's the start of a new arc. Issue
What you
number
need to
6
understand about the medium.
is that it operates by story arcs, and this is the start of the new story arc. It happens to be issue number 6. It's great. Check it out.
To dovetail with that, I got the first graphic novel that has the first story arc. That I'll be able to sit down and finally read the second and third and fourth and fifth issue because I only read the first one.
It was a tough week, honestly, trying to pick up the week. There was a lot of great ones. The only thing that was missing was Philadelphia. If that would have been in the mix too, man, I think we would have had to have like I don't know. There's a lot of brilliant creative teams out right now, and they're doing some really good stuff. So it's getting harder and harder to pick.
It's
Definitely.
really, you have such a good medium that like comic books is.
Yeah, these writers and artists are just doing something so special that you can't do with any other medium.
What are you eating?
The comic book medium
Are you
is
turning this
unique.
into a drinking game?
Hey, Lego, what size shirt do you wear?
I wear an extra medium.
A ladies' medium.
Also known as petite.
He gets all his clothes from the fat kids section at Babies R Us.
We went to
All right,
the
let's
Gap
go
to
back a
find a
little bit.
tighter shirt.
Dude, that Gap Kids has got some hot looks.
We just finished filming our Shaun of the Dead video. You guys have any revelations on that one?
Are you asking us or the group or the fans?
Do we miss anything? That was a pretty short-winded show there.
Sorry, I'll talk more next time.
No, that's fine because this can be like after dark or whatever. They can see this before the show airs.
There you go. No.
It seemed like our interaction wore off with the movie naming, so I'm trying to get the people to speak up again.
Oh, for Shaun of the Dead. I love that movie. There's a reason why we give it. Well, I can't tell you how many buckets. Spoilers.
definitely.
Super solid movie for sure.
I like the soundtrack. That was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, Edgar Wright's pretty good at that, putting those soundtracks together for sure.
Yeah, I feel so. I was kind of thinking about this when I was rating it, and you know, I know we've talked about like cultural staying power that movies have. Yeah, and I was trying to think what this kind of movie or what Edgar Wright has kind of contributed, because you know his movies when you see them, but I wasn't really sure if there's been like a carryover. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's those music scenes. Like we've seen that a lot lately. Like I feel like with the Suicide Squad and that kind of like the DC superhero Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like that might be them capitalizing on, hey, classic rock. Y'all like that? Let's get it rocking. So
not only that, but when it's missing from a movie, like they had just recently Wonder Woman 1984, where, you know, I bet you the original cut of that movie had some 80s music in it. But then when you watch it, they're playing public domain classical music during fight scenes and whatnot, where it's just like, man, you're just doing this so that you can save a buck because you didn't want to pay Tears for Fears to put
right
an
on
this. Did you guys watch that great movie? Josh, it looks like he's in pain with me just talking about it.
We haven't seen it. We didn't watch it.
I watched it. I had to watch it in two different because it's so dull. And like you said, there was no 80s music, just the terrible fashion. And even then it was terrible. No good. Missed mark for a movie that had 84 in the title.
We haven't watched it, and to be honest, I don't have a whole lot of incentive to watch it. I think this movie, just on the foundational level, not speaking to any of the objectionable content that might be in it because of the dumb time in which we live, but I think that this movie is going to suffer, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it probably suffers from the same thing that the first Wonder Woman movie suffered from, which is the fact that because it's a kind of a prequel, it's a story in the past. We already know that Wonder Woman survives. She's in Justice League. She's in Batman v Superman. So there's no actual threat to the character. She has plot armor. She can't be harmed or killed or destroyed in any way. So what's the point? What are we doing?
Yeah, but wouldn't that hold true with Captain America as well?
We did not see Captain America in Avengers before we saw the first Avenger.
I mean, comic people would know that.
Sure. But the normies wouldn't.
The normies, huh?
Yeah, they got to dumb it down. They got to dumb it down for these normies.
Well, it's the folks. It's the folks that are Captain America fans because they saw the movie, not because they read the comic book when it was dangerous to do so. Dangerous. I was chased home from school for reading Captain America comic books. I had to learn speed.
I
That
thought
just
that
probably
bolt
had
that
more
you
to
had.
do with you being a goob and not necessarily. You were a skinny, nerdy looking kid.
There's a lot of truth to that. That was before the serum.
You just added a cherry on that like goober Sunday by buying comic books at the time.
Man, that really joshes me. Stuff that you got teased for back in the day all of a sudden is hot. Like, have you guys seen the price of Pokemon cards? Like, are you serious? Should have kept my folder.
Yeah.
Speaking of, we went to I have to plug it because I can't figure Target. Because even to describe it, I can't without saying
RJ.
So we went to, okay, there you go. We went to Target today, and there was a separate line to get into the place. And I was like, oh my gosh, do we have to do this because of social distancing and masking? Because, you know, some stores do that and stuff. And I was like, wait, Josh is like cruising by the front. And I'm like, we're going to get like yelled at or something because we're not like moving fast enough. But we were watching other people go in. And I was like, I wonder what that line is for.
I thought it was vaccines.
So we went in and I asked the lady and I said, what's the line outside for? She goes, Pokemon cards. They just got a restock of like the new series or something like that.
Yeah.
And there was a line outside the door. And then there was a small line on the inside next to the cart section for people to come and get, yeah, because they got a restock. I guess there were people out there at 7:00 this morning waiting in line. And the distributor or the guy who stocks the shelves for it didn't get there till 3. And there were people waiting that long to get the Pokemon cards.
Awesome. I'm
I
glad.
was like,
I'm glad.
it was that.
I
and
bet
some
you
sports cards, too.
I bet you that new McDowell's release had something to do with it.
No,
No, it's their 25th
This
anniversary.
This particular set is like, it's I don't know, it's like gold.
it's that tin because it's a Target exclusive tin.
Oh, okay.
That-
I
And
didn't
they're
realize.
selling up to like $200 on eBay.
Crazy. I know that the GI Joe Target releases are like ridiculous. I was able to get all of them but one. It was like a Baroness one. And you guys saw that. Remember that Baroness one I got in when we were filming for Christmas?
Yeah.
And I sent it back because the box was damaged. Now that thing loose is $50 more than I paid for it. I still would have been better off if I would have kept that one and just ordered like an open box or something on eBay, and I could have put it together. Now they're over like $200. Ridiculous for like a new GI Joe. Crazy. And Target, I don't know, man. They're all beholden to the scalpers. There's some dude in the back twirling his mustache and twiddling his fingers.
They're all in cahoots, man. Even though they put out little tags that say, "Oh, nobody that works here is allowed to hold for anybody," or yada yada. I'm like, that's all crud, dude.
Yeah, I saw Friday because they had a bunch of Funko releases, and when I got there, I saw their security holding some of the Funkos that he bought with his receipt. And I'm like, dude, what's up with this? Like, why is he already having them before anybody who got into the store?
Or if you do have them, put them in the back, man. Like, lie to me. Don't be all upfront about it. Lie to me. Put it away. Especially when you see
now they limit. They stopped limiting toilet paper and cleaning supplies, and now they're limiting sports cards and Pokemon cards there because you could only get. So I called my sister and her boyfriend, Jennifer and Mike, because they're all into Pokemon. And when he found out, I said, yeah, the line wasn't actually that long there. And it looked like they were still stocked at the time. And dude, he was there in like 2 seconds and they were able to pick some stuff up. But it was like sports cards but you could only get so many per person because they weren't allowing, like the scalpers. Even with the toys now, there's like little signs in the toy section where it says you can only buy one of each character. You can't buy multiples.
Yeah.
So they actually have signs up now. And some of the Target employees are told that if people are buying in like big bulk like that you're supposed to like tell them that they can't do that because they don't want people buying it and then reselling it. It was like didn't Jose put that out? Didn't you tell us about? No, Mike did. Mike found out about that too. And then we had some friends that worked at Target before they quit, and they said the same thing, that the memos were put out saying that if people come up with more than 2 of any character, then they had to tell them, sorry, you can only get one per or one each or whatever. So they don't want people doing all that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I had a buddy. Yeah, my buddy worked at Target. He's a full-time teacher now. Good for him. But, it sucks for me now because I don't have a Target connection anymore.
You guys pay for stuff at Target?
No, but he was saying like, no, they'll lie to you. They'll lie to your face, tell you, oh no, that's just an inventory issue. He's like, no, they hide the stuff in the back. Like they'll put it like they're all in cahoots. They all know. Like the guy that works the toy section knows to talk to the guys in, I don't know, health and beauty or something. So he puts the boxes over there. So in case the supervisor does come and want to actually help the customer, he won't find the boxes over there because they switched them over to health and beauty so that nobody can find them. because they're all in charge of their own section. So he's like, no, they're all working together, dude. They just lie to you. It's like people like would use Brickseek or other websites to try and, oh yeah, this says that you guys have like 5 of these. I was like, oh no, that's not correct. But it's like, no, it's pretty accurate. But he says that they hide the stuff. I said, yeah, I kind of figured.
I'm
What's
that
up?
person that goes digging in like the tissue paper aisle, and then you find like the hidden gems behind things.
No,
like,
I meant like in the back. In the back, they have their sections where it's supposed to be. So like if they know something's hot, they'll give it to one of their buddies who works another section to hold their like the stocking area or the area where they keep all their back stock. And so that way, in case the supervisor does come, like, oh, it really is a discrepancy. It's not here. But it's like, no, it's because they handed it off to the other dude in fucking produce or something.
I picked up one of those Cobra figures from Target, and it was like they were super rare when they were out too. They're selling for like $100 right now, and they were originally on the shelves for $20. And I went to the Target over on Harbor by Disney, kinda, and went to the lady who was working in the toy section and asked her if she had any GI Joes. And she pulled that one from the back, and that one has been gone off the shelves for like 4 months. So it must have been something that somebody hid in the back somewhere that she was able to find and brought out for me. And then even when I went to ring it up, it wasn't even in their system. She had to like hold my hand and take me to the front to scan it. It was crazy.
Yeah, it happens. It kind of sucked the fun out of like the whole toy hunting experience for me, to be honest. That's why I'm not really
unless you're that guy who goes in there and is able to get the 5 of them and flip them for $100 each. Hey, by the way, Jose, what's up with your eBay situation?
What about it? No, it's just taking longer now. You were right. I think last time we were talking about that, I was getting paid out almost immediately. Now it's been taking. I sold something, I want to say last Wednesday, and the money's barely. Just today, I got the notice that it's barely being sent over to my account, and it takes like 2 or 3 days to process. So I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, do you have managed payments with eBay?
Yeah.
Yeah, because if your item's sold like on a holiday, it takes time for it to like deposit into your account and stuff like that. Because that's what we have for our eBay store is the managed payments, and it comes the next day. But like if something sells on like a Friday, it doesn't go into your account until Monday. But if Monday happens to be a holiday, it won't go into your account until Tuesday.
Was there any holiday? Was there a holiday last week that I missed?
Wasn't it like President's Day or Martin Luther King Jr. Day or something
that's
like
been
that?
a couple of weeks, but they keep manufacturing new holidays, so it wouldn't surprise me.
But sometimes that's what happens. Or if they're doing if your bank is doing some kind of like upgrade or something during that early morning when the transfer goes through, they'll wait until the next day to do it.
Oh, it was
like
Leif Erikson Day. My bad.
Like an update, like between the hours of 1 a.m. and like 6 a.m. Your payment's not going to go in until the following day.
No, see, that's the thing. I was thinking about that too, but these things were sold, like I said, Wednesday, like afternoon, like maybe a couple hours. Some of the things a couple hours after I listed them. That's when I was like, oh heck yeah, I have money. And then I was waiting, and I don't want to do through PayPal anymore because eBay upped their fees, and they charge it automatically. So instead of waiting at the end of the month or whatever, now when it sells, they take it out of the payment. But like I said, they increased their fees, and so now if I wanted to use PayPal and get paid, like a day or two quicker, they're going to charge their 4%. So I'm just kind of like, well,
can't use PayPal anymore if managed payments is one of your requirements for your eBay account now.
Oh, really?
eBay and PayPal.
Yeah, I saw that.
They split. And so a lot of accounts now are going to be switched over to managed payments, which is all eBay and direct deposited into your account. They're not going to allow
says he sells on Facebook. And I think that seems like the way to go. Those groups on Facebook. You just sell through those groups as Facebook listings, and then you just have to eat the 3% from the PayPal, and you get the coverage from PayPal. and you save that extra amount. What's that? 4%?
Yeah.
4%.
Well, that's all until you get canceled off of those sites anyway.
Ugh.
I'm just saying that's what's happening.
Yeah,
Who
but
got
there's
canceled?
also been major changes to like eBay and to a bunch of other stores. Their policy is unless you're a official distributor, you don't have like a certain kind of protection. I don't know if it's buyer protection or seller protection. They changed the rules on that too. So because they know that people are buying to resell, there's something going on with that as well. It was pretty major. It was one of the major changes that occurred. And I was like, that's interesting. So unless you're an official distributor, there isn't any buyer protection on certain things. So you have to be very careful with reading the descriptions.
I think you have to have a business account to sell multiple
I think that's what
copies
it
or
is.
multiples of things. So for like ours is a business account. And so if we had 5 of something that was like new, brand new, hot, and we're selling it, we're not going to get dinged. But like if somebody who didn't and, went to Target and bought 5 of them, they can get nailed if they don't do it. If they don't do it right, they could get nailed for violating a new policy. So
yeah, it's
crazy.
It is. Yeah, the side hustle is getting harder and harder to do because everybody's trying to get some of your hustle. Like I said, I'm like, what is it now? 11, 12% now for eBay fee. I mean, PayPal's always had theirs. But that's why I kind of missed the like there was a bunch of pop-up shops. There was some shops around here that would do like little shows and you could go, you pay for a table and sell there. That was probably the easiest. But until things open back up, kind of limited.
Yeah.
I think we got enough buddies in the union where we could probably do some kind of thing in somebody's yard if it's big enough. Put up some tarps and some tables and just do like a buy, sell, exchange. What's that?
Said you have a big yard.
Let's do it.
It's right on the corner too. It's perfect exposure. Your house is a perfect storefront.
Yeah, the setup we had for the baby shower was pretty good.
Collection Connection Con.
Collection Connection Convention.
Yo, but what about today? What did you guys do? Did you guys all read the announcement? San Diego Comic Con is canceled for this year too.
Yep.
Yeah. But
I hate to laugh. You're such a jackass.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Why not?
yeah, but they are planning a 3-day event in November for 7,000 people. It's gonna be limited.
Sure.
So in other words, to clarify, we're not going to that because we're not going to be one of those 7,000, unfortunately.
That's if they even have the 7,000 event, because this stuff ain't going away. It's just not going away.
Yeah. Did anybody else cry, or was I the only one?
You were one.
I just see it as opportunity to do our own thing and try to get some own. Like if we could get like 1% of 1% of some of that action, we're set for like a whole year. Because my eBay is dead, man.
Anybody that's watching us right now, don't say anything. All right, it's gonna be like a speakeasy. You're gonna have a password, and it's gonna be a not San Diego Comic Con. We'll put up a sign.
Instead of the collection connection, it's the collection convention. Yeah.
Collection convention.
The collection connection convention.
That's too many words.
It's got a good ring to it, man. Let's do it. You know what? Fuck it. Let's do it. I bet you we could probably get a couple heads, like just Vargas, Isaac's tent from Fats last time, and Vargas. And if I threw some of my shit up there, that'd be enough to where you can move some stuff.
Talking about Nick Vargas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vargas, sorry.
Yeah, he's got a good setup. The Fat Man and the Fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be totally
rotating through Fat Man.
It'd be he brings Steve with him, so he's still got a Fat Man.
Let's work on getting a special guest. Do you guys think Bruce Timm's available?
You know what? We know people. We know people. I bet you we could get somebody. I know an artist named his name rhymes with Yayo.
Cocaine?
Cool stuff.
Yeah, yo.
He
Yeah,
drinks out of yellow
yo.
cups.
Drinks out of the
No, but like I don't know, man. I bet you we could do something, especially if it's outdoors or whatever. Even if it was just, like one of those barbecues.
definitely. So when are we gonna do this?
TBD.
So we can
Yeah.
have millions and millions.
If you guys want to be really bold, I know a brewery that doesn't require face masks, man.
And kids are welcome there too.
Yeah, we can we could talk to these guys and maybe make it happen.
Maskless kids getting drunk? What?
Is it
Well,
down the
kids
street
can't
from my
drink,
house?
but- and they have food trucks and stuff there too.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
might
this
not
is worth
bad
this is
idea.
worth talking about a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that place is pretty big when they open up their side yard, because they also have like a side area that you don't see, and then they've got the patio out the front too. It's pretty big.
Nice.
Yep. Talk about this off air and get something going.
Black market.
You got it, dude.
Right? Get some collection connection shirts going. Have a little booth with all of us. We can sell our Vote for Jose shirts.
Do a live show.
I like that.
Yeah, there'll be a special knock to get in. You have to DM us for the address.
The password is Xanadu.
And no cops allowed.
You'll have to come on
When-
over States.
Hey,
Yeah.
tell us.
Wait, it's not going to work because we're going to need cops to be security. Damn.
No, we know a guy
We
There you
do.
go.
for security.
I know we know some of those people from the drink and draws. I'm sure if they weren't scared, like a lot of the people who are artistically inclined are kind of hiding in little holes right now. But if people are down to come out and be out there,
Money
I
is
just
Oh,
hope-
we can make it happen. I mean, downtown Santa Ana has patches and pins like once every other month. So it's really not big of a deal. We just have to, plan it, really work it out.
Yeah. I think that should be fairly simple to get going.
see what we can
Next
do
week's
about that.
episode. All right, guys, it wasn't as simple as we thought.
It's on the back burner. until
Our main sponsor was Clorox wipes, and they dropped out.
We're still waiting.
3M was going to be there.
Cocoa Tamarind.
We had Clorox wipes, 3M. Who else was there?
Lysol.
Lysol was going to be giving away free samples.
But we ended up being the rapper Lysol, so we were
So they're doing all the vaccines and all that over at the convention center. And I don't know if you guys have driven by or whatever, but they're
Yeah.
very, very, very detailed about, where to go. And the signs are very, very clear. But I've seen a lot of people kind of very confused by what sign that says go left means. So, I mean, if we just maybe did a little Bugs Bunny switcheroo, we'd have a really nice little,
Right.
have a big stream of people coming on in.
We'll just tell them that the vaccine is now being taken it's like a pill. We'll just give them like a Pez. And we're like, here's your vaccine. Enjoy yourself.
You gotta buy a comic book, a T-shirt, and you get a Pez, and then you're vaccinated.
No, it's a vaccine. It's not a Pez. It's a vaccine.
I just want to take this chance to say that
Mine was great.
the opinions and the scenario being played out for you is not something that I'm planning to partake in. So if there's any federal agencies taking a look at us at this moment, Vargas did not do anything.
But if you are watching, you can subscribe. Tell us what you
He
think.
was texting us on the side.
Oh man.
All right, what else is going on this week, guys? Tomorrow, what's the big books for tomorrow?
Ooh.
God.
Man, I have not even looked at my list yet.
Isaac?
I'm ill prepared because I'm on my phone, so I can't really look at what books I was thinking of. But there are that are coming out.
For sure.
Usually it's like Tuesday afternoon by the time that we got a pretty good picture of what it is that we're picking up, because that's when like a bunch of other comic shops start listing, and then if there's been any shipping delays, they've been announcing that, and so they'll say, oh, this isn't coming in. So there was a good minute where like a bunch of DC books weren't coming in. So I don't know if you guys saw some of those videos. I don't think we picked up any DC books a couple times because they were way behind. So
I just pulled up what I had right here, and there are two pretty cool books coming out this week, and their new series, the Berserker, Keanu Reeves' new comic book.
Yes.
Which that looks awesome.
That looks, for sure. And the demon
throwing elbows to get my copy.
Demon Day.
What's that?
X-Men one with Psylocke's journey in like a Japan style of X-Men. She's like
Is it
on
the Momoko?
Yeah.
She's writing it and she's doing the art for it too.
Right. So it looks, the preview that they showed in King in Black 4 was pretty interesting, that I want to pick it up.
Yeah. It's a really pretty looking book. We'll see how it holds up.
Dude, her stuff is fire right now. I think I'm gonna send my sketch out to get slapped up at CBCS.
Hey, let me know when you do that so I could throw mine in there too.
You want to do Peach also?
Yeah, I got my Peach Harley Quinn.
Oh, we lost the Scots.
No, we're right here.
Okay.
Sorry, my battery was going.
We'll fix that right now.
Or we won't, and we'll go back to like our part.
Creep show. Creep show is dope.
Every other letter and word we say.
Kitty K says creep show. That would be good if when we rotate back to the wheel again through all of us, we'll take a look at that one.
Like
Creep show is good, man. Thanks for the ride, lady. Oh man, such a good movie.
That was the one that had the comic, right, or the magazine?
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough to get a copy of it.
In it. It's got the 3 short films and 1 long film.
The box.
The
that
box.
one zombie one.
Is that's the one with Stephen King's actually like in it? He's he turns into the
farmer guy who turns into the swamp thing-ish thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's the one with Ted Danson's in it too. And Leslie Nielsen. Is it Leslie Nielsen?
By the way, I don't know if you guys got my text about they uploaded on the streaming service that rhymes with Bulu. They uploaded Dread.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so good.
The Stallone one?
No, the Carl Urban one.
I'm just fighting words, Nate.
It's jokes, man. It's jokes.
Oh, it's so good. That one doesn't qualify for late to the party because I believe it was released 2013, 2012.
Yeah, it's pretty recent.
Yeah,
not yet, but eventually.
Yeah, next year.
As soon as it ages enough, it'll. As long as the world doesn't die, every movie has a
next
chance.
year. It'll qualify next year because it was released 2012.
Nice.
Now I remember.
Crazy. The older we get, the less 10 years becomes too.
You want to know what else is significant about that movie? Is that I think that was the year where were we already really cool, Isaac? And like when you would go to Comic-Con, you'd bring stuff back for me when I'd ask you for it. And I think that was that year, the only real thing I was asking for was a Dread badge that they were giving out for the movie. And I remember texting this dude. I was like, "Hey man, if you don't mind getting that for me," and I still have it to this day. It's a pin, but it's the Dread badge.
Who's this?
Yeah, and he came back, and I was like, "Were you able to get one?" And he was like, "Nah, man, I only got one for myself." And I said, "Oh, all right, cool." He's like, "Nah, I'm kidding, man. I got you one too." And I was like, "Oh shoot, man. I still have it." What's up?
I got Lego one too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's so
I can
cool.
see it right here. Boom.
And I was like, yeah. And then 2013 was when I finally joined them for the first time.
Oh, hey, what do you guys think about Mr. Potato Head getting canceled?
He didn't get canceled. That's just a marketing ploy by Hasbro. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, dude, that's the first person I've heard actually say that. Oh,
they know exactly what they're doing.
They're just trying to sell more potato heads.
Yes.
Talking about Mr. Potato Head, and they were like, you know what? Let's fuck with woke culture. Let's say we're gonna change the potato to be just a random potato, doesn't identify with any gender. It's just a potato.
Non-binary potato person.
Yeah.
They still have the Mr. It's just the brand.
They call them both potato heads. That they just call them, but like one is more. Or do they have one big, or did you get one potato and then it's got like all the accessories for both guys and girls?
It's called a puto potato and puta.
But anyways,
it's Toy Story.
It's just marketing. It's just marketing. They knew exactly what they were doing.
No, for sure.
Amber Heard got canceled too.
Who?
And then she didn't, and then she did. Amber Heard.
Never heard of her.
That's Isaac's Heine from the restroom.
Oh yeah, she crashed into me when I was leaving the Pineapple Express to go to the restroom at a Comic-Con when they premiered it over there, and I bumped into her and she punched me in the eye.
Seriously?
You should have known then, Isaac. You should have known then.
Never mind.
You're like, I saw that coming. I should have warned Johnny.
When
I saw that coming.
She crashes into him all the time. Feel what's coming. He should bring out those scissor hands and walk around the house so she doesn't.
Oh my God. She just told you to tell it. Hey man, you walked into a door. That's what you tell him. You walked into a door.
No one's gonna you cry baby.
That's right. Oh my God.
Jack Sparrow, more like Jack bitch. Get back to your
Wow. You know what? That's okay because Johnny landed on his feet. He's working with Tim Burton on the Addams Family movie. He's gonna play Gomez Addams in the new movie. Yay! I'm so excited.
Just let sleeping dogs.
I have this great idea. Like, how about instead of touching movies that are good or I like great for what they are, how about these movie studios just leave them the hell alone and start looking at movies that had brilliant concepts but really crappy executions? How about we do that instead?
Yeah, like Tom Arnold's The Stupids.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, dude, I like where your head's at. It's like they made Kroll and they were like, we can do better. So they made Kroll 2.
Let's just crap on the legacy, you know.
Or like The Last Airbender. They can go back.
Yes.
But they're like, you know what? In Mummy 2, the Scorpion King was a really cool character. Let's make a whole story about him.
And we'll have a different actor every time.
Don't worry, we're going to get to see the abortion that is Black Adam and get it all over.
Oh my God.
That's going to be so good. I'm so hyped.
A 10.
10 out of 10.
Jeez, let it go, honey.
No.
Calm
If
down.
you smell what the Black Adam is cooking, gotta do it once. Shut that bitch.
He needs to do the people's elbow. The people's eyebrow at least once, like,
Oh, I'm sure he'll do that.
and it
Yeah,
has to
I'm
be
sure
shaped
he
like a
Every
lightning bolt.
movie, why not this one?
Yeah. We're gonna
And he
get
has to be sweating in every scene, like he is in the Fast and the Furious. He has to be sweaty in every scene.
Black Adam doesn't sweat. For God's
He
sake.
will. No, but The Rock
He
does.
does now.
The Rock Adam does.
Why do we even need a Black Adam movie? What's the point of it?
I know, man.
Money.
Haven't they learned you can't just have Black Adam? Like, they got rid of Aunt Jemima. You can't have Black Adam. You need to have it be like Beige Adam. They need to
I heard that
they gotta water that down somehow.
I heard that they were changing the name to it actually because I think I read that somewhere.
No.
They're changing it to Shazam Adam or Adam Shazam or some stupid thing like that.
Non-binary Adam.
They're gonna they're putting the Shazam name in it. It was something dumb like that. I told you about that when I read that. And Josh.
No, it's gonna be the superhero formerly known as Adam.
And he's gonna say up and Atom.
Up in Adam.
And you guys wonder why I don't want to watch any more of these damn movies. I just have no confidence in their ability to do anything correct going forward.
No. Don't hate, participate.
No.
Don't even participate. Right, honey. Come on, man.
Yeah, Josh. What you have to understand, Josh, is they're gonna make the movie anyways.
Yeah.
Might as well watch it and criticize it.
Yeah, that's okay. Maybe
It gives us content.
Maybe if I
We
can
need
catch
to
it
do-
for free.
We need to do one where it's like on time to the party, where we watch new movies and we review them and talk smack on them as soon as they come out.
I'm actually thinking about. I was going to do that with Iggy before, but it never worked out. But if we were to get one of those movie memberships, we can go out on like a Thursday night and do it possibly. I don't know. We'll see what happens when the apocalypse is over. When the cancellation is canceled.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I have faith. The faith.
It actually might be a blessing in disguise. You know, this coronavirus nonsense might spare us of having to see these awful movies.
I don't know if you
Is-
knew this,
is-
but they're releasing them on HBO, so we're gonna see them.
Is it worth forgoing Ghostbusters Afterlife so that we don't get non-binary Black Adam? It might be.
It's just non-binary Adam, dude. You got to get it right.
Why does
Black
it have to be Adam? Why can't it be Eve? Let's have it be Black Eve.
Non-binary Adam and Steve.
Yikes.
Listen, Josh, you joke, but you better patent that idea, dude, or someone's gonna steal it and make millions.
Hey, you know what? I'm starting to get into the position where I'm thinking that what I need to do is adopt an accelerationist attitude, meaning that for the sake of pushing the whole country off the cliff, that I'll just embrace the insanity and run with it and push everybody. We'll all go off. And then that way, after we Thelma and Louise America, we can put our lives back together and fix it, you know?
Yeah, the faster it all blows up, the faster it burns down, the faster you use the ashes for fertilizer.
That's correct.
Yeah, I don't care what you guys do. I just want Comic-Con next year.
The movie I want to watch.
Say we have to keep everyone safe.
Stop.
Don't you
Isaac
care about
talk.
Grandma?
Isaac, talk. What, Isaac?
The movie I really want to see is that Nicolas Cage movie that you were showing us. What's
Release
it called?
Wonderland?
Yeah.
Wonderland. I watched it. It's right up my alley. I liked
Where'd
it
you
a
see
lot.
that?
I thought it was on Amazon. I think you have to buy it though, because it was like one of those pre-release things.
Yeah.
It'll eventually go to where it's on Prime and a couple of other things where you'll get it for free. But I bought it. But that's just because I'm supporting my friend, the director. And
Bree here saw it. She said she watched it. Was it good?
are you asking Brie or me?
I'm asking you.
Oh, I liked it, but it was up my alley. It's that cheese. Look, man, don't go in expecting some kind of like epic Oscar winning performance. It is exactly what it is. Nicolas Cage is locked in a Chuck E. Cheese type area, battling animatronic figures that have been imbued with the pedophile assholes that ran the place during a satanic ritual. I mean, and it's Nicolas Cage. And the dude says nothing in the whole movie. He's silent. He doesn't have one word of dialogue. Everything that he does is expressed through his Nicolas Cage facial expressions. And it's got all the kids, it's got teenagers that are supposed to rescue him. There's a huge, it's got all of the typical
Don't blow
tropes.
the whole movie for him. Good grief.
It's basic. It's just, it's a fun movie. I mean, you got to pay for it. I think
you're talking like a
movie
modern day
ticket,
trailer.
but it's a fun movie. But again, I'm not a person that likes that cheese ball, slapstick, silly horror, B-rated, very B, C, D, H-rated horror. So for me, it was perfect. But I know most people will be like, "What the hell?" There's a lot of people that might say that, but it is what it is. It's just a fun, straight to video type movie.
Outer Space fun?
Is it what?
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
You know what? It's on par with that in the cheesy aspect of things, like the little things that happen. Yeah, it's kind of got that kind of like feel to it, but it's more the production is a lot better. It's a lot more fun. But yeah, like I said, don't go in expecting like, oh my god, this was like no, this is just go in with low expectations.
Well, you're really selling it now.
It's a great movie. It's a fun movie to watch.
It's no Shakespeare in Love.
No, it's not. It's not Solaris. It's it's not that. It's very it's great.
So there's no 20-minute car ride?
No, there is no 20-minute car ride.
What the hell?
I'm out.
It's fun. It's a fun movie. I recommend it, but you had to grow up on this kind of crap that I grew up on. It's just like perfect. I have a feeling it's gonna have that cult following once it really starts to hit, like Army of Darkness and that kind of thing. But right now, it's just got to build up steam. We're supposed to have a big premiere. We're supposed to show at all the different movie houses and things like that, but then it just got released at the wrong time. The movie's production ended right before the COVID hit. It ended like right at 2019, towards the end of that year. And so he's been doing a lot of the, post-production type stuff through 2020. And it was supposed to have a big release towards the end of this last year. But unfortunately, all the movie theaters and everything was closed down and it didn't happen. So, but it's still a fun movie. I liked it.
Nice.
Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe
You
not.
convinced me to rent it.
It is. It's fun. It's a fun movie.
You've convinced me to bootleg it.
There you go. As long as you watch it, I don't care.
I'll support your friend, the director, in spirit.
Yeah. Kevin's a good guy. It was fun seeing all the production stills throughout. And he would always send, when he was filming, he would always send me texts with the pictures of behind the scenes stuff. And so, I have that attachment to it.
You know what though? Being bootlegged is kind of an honor.
That's true.
Because people only bootleg good stuff. Like you won't find a bootleg copy of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I'll bet you would.
You would in Mexico.
No, it wasn't translated over there.
I was gonna say I once purchased a bootleg copy of The Phantom Menace that had Cambodian subtitles because I wanted to see it so bad. There's a lot of regret. There's a lot of regret.
That got a lot of playtime, I bet.
How do you know it was Cambodian?
because that's where it came from. And not only that, but it was one of those things where it was somebody who recorded in the theater, because every once in a while, like at the bottom, there'd be like some head like moving back and forth. It's awful. It was just awful because the movie was still in English, but it had these, subtitles at the bottom. So that was when I was still holding on to the hope that Star Wars was awesome.
A man can dream.
Not anymore. Now a man just remembers. There was a golden age, everyone. A golden age. It ended in 1983.
Dang, I missed it.
Yeah,
5 years too late. Damn it, Mom and Dad. Couldn't have gotten it on when you were younger.
Are we ready to spin the wheel?
Let's rock.
Let's spin it.
All right, let's go through this one more time. Let's see. We got Tremors, Grease 2,
Ew.
American Me, Weird Science, Jaws, Animated Lord of the Rings, Commando, Blood In, Blood Out, The Professional, People Under the Stairs, Big Fat Greek Wedding, Interview with the Vampire, Roger Rabbit, Twilight, Liar Liar, Tombstone. That's it. All right, let me see if I can position this in a way that you guys can see it, although I don't know if you can read it.
Not
Give it a
really.
whirl.
I'm all like dizzy. I'm
What?
hypnotized by the center.
People Under the Stairs.
Yes.
All right, so that was a practice spin.
That's 2 out of 3.
Have you seen that, Jose?
No.
It's a good one. It's not bad. Well,
No.
it wasn't bad. We'll see how it holds up.
Right.
So
Have any of you seen it? Have you seen it, Lego?
No.
What about you, Isaac?
I've seen it.
You look super impressed. Yeah.
What genre is it?
Horror.
It's horror.
Okay, cool.
It's like a horror comedy kind of. What is it? Is it comedy, Liz? Would you say it's comedy too?
Well, I mean, it's not.
Is it
It's not
comedy
like
because
some
it
of
didn't
It's-
succeed in being horror?
They call it dark comedy. Actually, it's not a horror movie. They call it a dark comedy because it's
So if you find Satanism funny, it's right up your alley.
right.
So I think that one goes into the fuck it, find it category because
I know, I was gonna say, I don't know where that's playing.
That sounds
we
like
might be
something that would be
doing a-
bootleg.
We'll do another spin just in case. What's our backup?
Right.
I think we'll be able to find it. If not, Jose will find a link and send it to us. Or Lego.
Guys, I only found La Gente Abajo de las Escaleras. But it's got English subtitles, so you're good.
In Cantonese.
All right.
Cambodian. People live in the Cambodian temple stairs.
The problem is though that they got a a local girl to translate it. So it says it's kind of like, yeah.
I know, huh?
Dice que es como like, ¿cómo se dice? Like arrested. What? Que te van a venir a, ¿cómo se, like take to jail? Me?
Who was the one that recommended People Under the Stairs?
Me?
Oh, that didn't even come from our. You didn't even come from the
No.
fans.
Sorry, guys. We can spin again if you don't want to.
No, I'm down. It sounds like a good time.
Yeah, let's do
It's
it.
not a bad movie. Or it wasn't 20 years ago or whenever it came out.
That's right.
Isaac, are you looking back?
I was, but no, it was Liz.
It was me.
So instead of our viewers getting a choice, Liz gets back-to-back choices.
Oh yeah, baby.
Stupid wheel.
I know, right?
That's Liz for you. You have to be careful with her when you play any kind of game with her. She's like the subtle one, and then at the end, all of a sudden, she's like crushing it. And you're like, where the hell did she come from? That's how she
Next thing
played.
you know,
You know
Josh
what?
has Xanadu and Captain America.
They don't let me play Risk anymore, and they don't let me play
No.
Axis and Allies.
That's not true. We finally got wise to her, and so everybody ganged up and destroyed her early, so she never got any momentum, and then she just got pissed and stopped playing.
That's not true. Because I played again, because you guys forgot. There was enough time that lapsed, and you forgot, and you left me alone, and then I crushed you all.
Okay.
Germany won World War II in my games. Germany wins World War II.
1000 Jahre Stolzes Reich.
Oh. Dang. We don't need to Google translate that.
Mm.
We can try to spin the wheel for a couple weeks. I'm
Sure.
not opposed to that.
Get it rocking.
Now
Yeah,
just
but then
up under the stairs and stick. What was the one that we?
Kroll 2.
A creep show in there.
Creep show.
Oh yeah.
You want to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
but
All
that'll
right,
be
let's do it.
that'll
Let me
be for
see. Sorry, Liz.
Next week.
no, that'll be for next week.
Mortal Kombat.
Start watching.
What was the other one now? Say it one more time.
Creep show.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Hell yeah.
I just watched that not too long ago too.
Have you seen
Awesome,
the? We talked about that last week, right? The trailer for that.
Is that
Yes.
Highlander in it? Mortal Kombat?
yeah,
He's
Christopher
Raiden?
Lambert is Raiden. And another gross miscasting.
He
I'm
was
telling you, man,
perfect.
Shyamalan nailed the casting of Avatar in comparison to the casting for Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
Just saying.
Hey, how old's the Death Note movie?
That movie's very new.
It's not that new, is it?
It's only
2
probably
years, maybe.
Okay. All right.
Are you
Keep that one
talking?
in my back pocket.
In 8 years, we'll put that one back out there for us.
Guys, what are we going to do in 10 years when there are no more movies?
God, you know, get the hell out of here with that negative shit.
I'm just talking about what's coming. Just everybody needs to buckle up and get ready.
Good
I'm
God.
going to get you guys
We'll be
collection
rewatching
connection
Godzilla
elements.
versus Kong
Collection
and Black
connection.
Adam.
Yeah. We'll look back fondly and say, I wish we would get more Black Adam because they're not making jack and shit right now.
No, by then we're gonna have the Black Adam trilogy, dude. Black Adam, Empire of the Atom, Return of the Black Adam.
Non-binary Adam. Adam and Steve.
Adam and Steve.
I heard
Oh
my name.
God. Gives a whole new
Oh,
meaning to the
man.
Marvel family.
Ooh.
My
And
All
God.
right. So
Mary Marble Trailer Park Family.
Good Lord. Better quit while we're ahead.
Right?
Yeah,
Think we're off
like
the
she
rails,
said,
folks.
just fancy.
All right, guys, join us next week when we watch People Under the Stairs on Late to the Party. Until then, I'm Isaac.
Jason.
I'm Jose.
And Liz,
I'm Josh. Is it over?
hit the great. Yeah, we're gonna log off. It's 11 o'clock. We went out. We were going for an hour and a half. It's good times.
Thank you
sorry.
for watching, everybody. Remember, like, share, subscribe, tell us what you think. We out.
Bye.